Hey guys, Justin with Kayak Catfish. My fishing trip last night will go down as a memorable one, but not necessarily because of the fish I caught, although I did hook into a golly whopper of a blue cat, one of the biggest I've caught all year. But this trip will be memorable just due to the comedy of errors that took place and me landing and releasing that big fish. But what I was doing last night was I was anchor fishing. I had went out right before dark and got some bluegill, and then I anchored myself down along a main channel ledge in 30 feet of water. And what I was doing is I was suspend fishing while anchored. So I had my baits down directly into the kayak, just suspended a couple feet off the bottom. And throughout the night I was rotating in and out my baits. I was using some live bluegill and some cut bluegill. And the bite was pretty much on from the time I got out there. I got a couple dink blues immediately, and then right after that I hooked into my first flathead of the night. Fish on. That's another one on the cut bluegill. Yeah, nailed it too. He took that rod over hard. Oh, got the mayflies. I turned that light on in there. On it. I noticed we at that time of year I was over there getting bait there on the shoreline, and them trees are just loaded with mayflies. That's gonna pull now. Look at that and go. He's just a digging. Let's see what we got here. Pull him up. Get a first look. Oh yeah, that's a flathead. There's a flatty. Alright y'all, nice flathead there. He ain't very long, but he's heavy for his size. He's got some belly on him there. Ain't that cut bluegill? Yeah, my live bluegill and cut bluegill are what, 8 foot apart down there, and he chose the cut bluegill. People tell me all the time you can only catch them on live bait, but yet I come out here and catch them on cut bait all the time. This fresher the better with the cut bait. Alright, let's let him go. Mr. Flathead. There you go. Well, so much for the release shot. I turned the camera off instead of turning it on. Oh, if I wasn't the cameraman, I'd fire myself. Lower that bait back down there and see if we can do it again. Hopefully get some more flatheads tonight. I was hoping tonight maybe I would. I went out, like I said, last night, and I was on the water 5 hours and didn't do worth a crap. I got one flathead, which was a nice flathead, just beautiful fish. It had like a marble color to it. It's black and brown, but that was the only action I got. It was pretty cool though. I was reeling in that flathead, and I had a little blue cat come up right beside him, and he just trying to rip the bait out of his mouth. I actually got it on camera, surprisingly, in the night there, but that was it. That was the only action I got last night, so I'm hoping tonight will be a little better. After catching that flathead, I had pretty much just consistent action for the next 3.5 hours. I mean, I was getting a ton of bites. I caught several more small blues. I got another small flathead. But it was a little after 1 a.m. when the main event went down. That's when it happened. And I'm thankful it happened when it did, because I was down to the last of my baits. The baits that were on my rods in the water was all that I had left. And one of those baits was a recycled bait that I'd caught that flathead on previously. But that's actually the bait that got hit, that small bluegill head that the other flathead had eaten. That's what the big blue cat ate. Here it is. Another fish on. Ooh, look at that one pull now. Look at that one pull. Well, he made a run. Straight for that other line too, didn't he? Of course he did. Now it's going to strip a little drag. Yeah, buddy. This one right here may actually be a decent fish. This one ate the cut bluegill. I had that half a piece left there after I'd got that flathead on. I think this is going to be a better fish right here. We'll get this other camera going for it. That one spun the kayak around, man. He hit it and took off. He ain't rolling down there. I don't know if it's a flathead or maybe it's just a blue that's just taking his time on me. Oh no, man. That's no good. Why don't you look at this right here, y'all. I've got a good fish, a real good fish, and he's in my anchor rope. Look at that. That's a real good fish. Real good fish. And that's my anchor rope he's all messed up in. Alright, let me put this camera down here. I gotta get this fish out of this anchor rope before I lose him. That fish hit the bait so hard and he swam back and spun the kayak and got me all up in my anchor rope. The current's out, it's done for the night there. The TVA shut the generators off at midnight and it's around 1-ish right now. So the current's done for. So my kayak's just kind of at the mercy of the wind and the fish. I may get lucky here and maybe I'll be able to get him out of it, hopefully, without losing him. Because that is a good fish, y'all. This may be the biggest fish I've ever caught on bluegill. Bluegill has not been a bait that's been good to me. But this one here is a good fish. Okay. Oh, he's still there. He's still there. I thought he had popped the hook on that anchor rope. Man, he got me soaking wet this thing. It's a damn mess in this anchor rope, buddy. Alright. We bringing the anchor rope, fish and all in, buddy. What a mess, man. What an absolute mess, but that fish is worth it. I'll take that problem all the time. That's a damn mess, ain't it? Somebody was just asking me the other day if fish ever get caught in my anchor rope, and you know, this is the first year that I've done suspend fishing while anchored for that very reason, because I just always assumed it would be a problem. But I tried it out this year and really it hasn't been an issue. I've only had a couple fish before this one get caught in the anchor rope, but this one has done it. He's clamped down on my fingers. I can't get his mouth open. Oh man. Alright, let's get him up here, y'all. Let's get him up here. Yes. What a beast, man. Got me in my anchor rope. Had to pull the anchor in to land him. That is a tank. That's the biggest one I've ever got on bluegill. Biggest one I've ever got. Man, that's awesome. That's a big fish. This is not only a long fish, but he is heavy. He's got some marks here on his fin, on the top of his head. This one's probably come off the nest recently too. Let's hold him back up again. Look at that. Man, that's awesome. Look at that. That made my night right there. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set him down just a minute. I'll get my board set up and we'll get a length on him. Alright, y'all. Oh, that fish is over 45 inches. What a bruiser. Alright. Well, let's turn him into a 46 plus incher by letting him go. Hopefully I'll hook into him again someday. Maybe one of you all will too. Alright, buddy. Oh. Dang it. He took my glove with him. He ripped my glove off my hand. He was clamped down on my thumb. Man, that hurt. He took my glove off with him. He said he's going to go down there and tell his friends about this alien abduction and have proof that he was on a spaceship. Man. He just tore my thumb up. I'm wore out after that, y'all. I am wore out. Well, guys, it wasn't the most graceful of performances, with me having to land my anchor while landing the fish and losing my glove in the process of the release, but I landed the daggone thing. I'm just thankful this happened at night and not during the day when there would have been a ton of people out there to watch the comedy show. But that trip will go down as definitely one of my most memorable trips of this year. Just the process and, you know, the fish too. I mean, that was one of my biggest blues that I've caught in 2019 thus far, so I'm thankful for that. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I had a ton of fun making this one. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.